The last concept which is related to bond energy, it is denoted by Be. Okay, bond energy. The amount of energy required, to break the bonds in 1 mole of a diatomic molecule is known as bond energy. The amount of energy required to break 1 mole of a covalent bond of a diatomic molecule is known as bond energy. Is known as what? Bond energy. Or the amount of energy liberated, the amount of energy required to break 1 mole of a covalent bond of a diatomic molecule, or the amount of energy liberated when 1 mole of diatomic molecule formed from its isolated gaseous atoms is known as bond energy. Is known as what? Bond energy. Okay, that's the first point. The second point is bond energy measured in kilocalorie per mole or kilojoule per mole. What is that? Kilojoule per mole. Now, there are 2 types of bonds. One is homolytic cleavage. Homolytic cleavage means it means this is AB bond, then breakage of this to form A radical plus B radical, means symmetrical cleavage. Which cleavage? Symmetrical cleavage of a covalent bond known as homolytic cleavage. It is a symmetrical, it is a covalent bond. These two electrons equally distributed are broken. So this particular cleavage is known as what? Homolytic cleavage. Just bond electrons are equally distributed to bonded atoms of a covalent bond. Now it forms some amount of energy, so therefore that is delta H equals to Q1. Delta H equals to which one? Q1. Then second one is heterolysis. For example, this is AB bond. The bond electrons are shifted to one atom. So therefore A carries positive charge, B carries which charge? Negative charge. So these two are known as what? Ions. So unsymmetrical cleavage of a covalent bond. Symmetrical cleavage is homolytic cleavage. Unsymmetrical cleavage of a covalent bond is which one? Heterolysis. So therefore here is which one? Delta H equals to here is what? Q2. When we compare the energies of these two, when we compare the bond energies of these two, for heterolytic cleavage, which cleavage? For heterolytic cleavage, more amount of energy is required when in this process more amount of energy is released when compared to which one? This particular process. So therefore Q2 is always greater than which one? Q1. Q2 is always greater than which one? Q2 is always greater than which one? Q2 is always greater than Q1. Okay, so this is the one is homolytic process, another one is what? Heterolytic process.